up, guys? What's up, Rossonari TV? How's it going, guys? Really sad moment. Let me check a bit. Yeah, let's see some comments here. Like, Nathan is here. How's it going, Nathan?
How's it going?
Oh, man. Oh, there's no sound.
It's really hard to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
better?
that's much better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. What a awful game, man. I'm really upset for the first half. You know what I mean? The first half was just awful. Awful, awful, awful. What do you think about the game? Nathan,
hear me?
I cannot hear. Yeah, now I can hear you. What do you think about the game, man?
Well, it was absolute shit. I don't really blame Diaz too much because, again, he should have played over the weekend so that way he can get some sort of rhythm. And as expected, Pioli did the wrong thing and just threw him into a game when he hasn't played in a couple of weeks. I don't know if anyone's ever played, but you can't just come back in and play at the same level after not playing for such a long time. Outside of that, Jesus Christ, Teo, Benacer,
Yeah, that's the
especially in the
problem.
first half.
I don't blame Diaz of his performance. I don't think he played really bad. He wasn't 100%, but he was focused and he was doing the right thing. Some people in the pitch, they were completely out of this world. They were like, I don't know, not even understanding what's going on in the pitch. That is the problem.
And Teo, Benacer, especially in the first half, and Salamakers, and especially Giroud. Holy fucking shit. I mean, I don't know. Salamakers, it proves to me every single time that he is only starting because we literally have no one else. The second we get a quality right winger, he will never start again unless it's just due to rotation. But he will not be the starter. Teo, man, like if Teo wasn't good at going, if Teo wasn't good at going forward, he would be benched by even Ballo. Like, the dude is just, he takes too many risks in our own half. Like, if you're gonna lose the ball, at least lose it like further up the field. But he loses it in our red zone area on the field. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's rude.
Let me see some comments here. There is one comment saying Daniel Maldini doesn't belong in this team.
No.
I mean, he played 5 minutes.
For those people who make that comment, unless they're trolling, they've never played a day in their life. You cannot go into a game with 5 to 7 minutes and think that you're going to be playing at the high tempo rhythm that the game is at. People who don't understand this is because they never played. That's why. It's a stupid comment to make.
No, and Maldini got in today because Rebic is not available, Messias is not available, and a lot of other players are not available. So it's not his fault. I mean, the corner he kicked was bad. I don't know. That is the point. Somebody with more experience should go there and say, "No, I'll go and take the corner." Go in the box.
Benacer that takes it.
Benacer maybe was so tired.
But Tonali was out. He can take a corner kick because Maldini is taller. You want your taller players to be in the box.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense.
Anyway, that is that is the last corner, so it doesn't make any sense. We played so bad the first half we lost the game in the first half, because the second half was actually good. We actually played Champions League level. I
That's
want to
another
say
problem I have too. That's another problem I have. Why is it that the team just they looked like they didn't care, and then in the second half they
no,
decided,
they were scared. I feel like they
like
were
they're
scared.
in the second half. In the second half, they decided, oh look, we remember how to play, and now we're gonna push them back for almost the whole half. Like, oh man.
I feel like, but let me say hi to Isa. Is here. How's it going, my man?
Hey guys, how we doing?
Oh, good, man. I'm a bit.
Good.
Yeah, well, this is the best it could get, I guess, right? It was
Yeah.
I don't know what to think of the game really. There's a lot of question marks. Almost felt like they just gave up. They did not really, even with the starting lineup, like not having Ibra instead of Giroud in the most crucial game. Yeah, I understand you tried to manage his time, whatever, but it's a message you're sending to the whole team. Hey, we're here to win this thing, not to freaking um, be out in early stages or just. I don't know. It feels like when Ibra's on the pitch, it's just a different energy, different momentum, different approach of the whole game every single time when Ibra's in. So I feel like just not starting him instead of Giroud, it's a big message. Or I feel like that's why that team didn't really perform well in the first half. You could see with the substitutions in the second half, we played a little bit better, but yeah, man, it's just disappointing not just getting 1 point, which is fair for today's game and how we played, because Porto played a lot better than us. They almost had a chance for a second goal.
And Giroud was always offside.
You said
That's
what?
another thing. Isa, we didn't hear you, man, the last part. I think your mic is not working properly.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was saying I felt like the draw was a fair result given how Porto played, and they almost scored a second goal, which would have been an absolute yeah. We were just lucky there to not being scored on again. But the first goal was just I feel like it was, man, refs keep fucking us over, seriously. Like the first game was just a clear foul. I believe that goal should have been disallowed due to and I feel like the game would have changed a little bit.
These 4 games we didn't have any. Sorry, Isa, can you turn off the live or something like that, because I hear my voice when I talk. I think it's better now. Yeah, thank you. These 4 games, we had in Champions League, we didn't have one referee decision on our favor. You know, those 50-50 call on our favor, one on our favor. All of them were against us. It's just
And then the calls,
it's not meant to be.
calls weren't even 50-50. They were just blatantly not the right fucking call given.
Yeah, it's some people are blaming Pioli for the poor first half. Now, I want to say my opinion on this. I blame Pioli for the overall performance, because definitely if you don't win or at San Siro in such an important key game of the season for the Champions League, definitely everyone made mistakes. The coach, the players, everyone, the management as well. When we're talking about buying the right player and everything like that, there is mistakes that start from August until now. But for that first half, in terms of attitude and approach, I don't blame Pioli. I blame the players. This is a game that just one result is available, so you have to eat them alive. You have to run more than them, fight more than them, be more focused than them. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just
my problem
I don't
is
blame Pioli for that first half. I think players needs to be blamed sometimes as well. Overall, as a mentality, as an approach.
And I agree with that. But my problem is players also feed off of the coach's enthusiasm. And in the first half, with the way we were playing, Pioli should have been damn near at midfield with the damn referee screaming at these fucking players to get their ass in fucking gear. Like,
Yeah, but he
instead,
was doing that. He was doing that.
no,
He
there
was
was.
doing that.
I
He
saw
was
no.
talking
I
with
saw no
Theo
cash. I
Hernandez.
saw no, not talking. These players don't need to be talked to. They need to be fucking roasted for how they were fucking playing. You get talking to when you make a bad pass, or the coach can say, "Hey, you just need to look up."
He
and
even
you
got
can
a
see
yellow
the switches
card, man.
on.
He even got a yellow
Yeah.
card. He was really upset with the, and he, I mean, he told multiple times to Theo Hernandez. I mean, he shouted to him. So I don't know, man. He was screaming every 5 minutes. Just the players struggled to switch it on, man. They were like literally struggling to switch it on. And if you need your coach to tell you that this is an important game and you actually need to put all the passion you have inside your body, you're not still good enough mentally. You need to work on your mentality a lot. It's not about this game is not about tactics. It's not about which player should start, which player should not start. This game was all about mentality, all about putting the right approach. And I mean, Tonali had a great approach. He played an incredible game. And
Which
of
is
course,
why
he
I
made
can't
mistakes
understand
during the
you
game.
pulled him off. But why would you take Tonali
But
off then?
probably because he was singing the derby. He was singing the derby. After that, he was singing the
Man,
derby.
fuck that, man. We have a chance to do something still. I'm tired of hearing they're saving them for the derby. All the great players in the world will play every single fucking game, even when the damn derby is coming up, man. That excuse is old. That excuse is
Yeah,
old.
but
I'm not hearing that,
the
man.
problem. Listen to
I
me.
agree. I agree with Nate.
Substitution of Tonali. It hurts me less because Kessie came in, and Kessie is more than capable of playing.
Okay,
That's
Larry,
not
who
the
was the
problem.
one that
I
was
really didn't
orchestrating
like
the midfield?
I really didn't like the substitution of Leao.
Yeah.
I really didn't
Yes,
like that.
that too.
5 minutes more, Leao is not gonna die. Keep him in the pitch for the last 5 minutes until the end, because he substituted Leao at minute 84, 85. Keep him in the pitch. Tell Leao to stay high in the pitch. And I don't know, Kessie and Theo Hernandez is going to sacrifice a bit more on the back. Stay high on the pitch so we can go on a counter. That was my problem with Leao, because Leao is a player we don't have in the bench to substitute. We don't have a player similar to Leao with the same pace. Rebic can be, but it's not the same player. Kessie Tonali is almost the same change. You can handle the situation. Tonali comes out and Kessie comes in. The game doesn't change. Leao comes out, Maldini comes in. The game is there is no game anymore. That's the thing. You need to keep that thing. I didn't. And 5 minutes at the end. 5 minutes more. Leao is gonna be tired at the same level for the derby. He's not gonna be less tired. So I don't understand.
Okay,
But
so
I want to let other people to talk as well. Isa, you were talking? Sorry.
yeah, I was just to what you were just saying, like Cassie for Tonali, the game wouldn't change. I actually feel that it would, especially on on a crucial free kick, or like Cassie can't take it. Tonali would be the man to give you a chance to score late. So I feel like it would. I feel like a better substitution would have been Cassie for Ben Nasser. Yeah, I know Ben Nasser was having a great game, but I felt like Tonali was having a better game. So I felt like that would have been the ideal substitution for me. And Leao substitution just does not make sense for me. That's just giving up on the game and be like, okay, that's it, we're done.
That was for me the biggest mistake Pioli made today. Leao for Maldini, not because it's Maldini. Whatever you put, even if you put Leao instead of, you put, I don't know, Pellegrini instead of Leao, or Ibra instead of Leao, missing that player in the pitch in that moment, the last 5 minutes. He's the guy that dribbles, the guy that creates chances, that gets corners, that takes fouls. He's our only chance in these moments to have something more when the team is actually creating. I want to hear Saif. Saif, what do you think about the game? There is a lot of people in the live here.
So
what's weird for me, I even said in the group chat, is I wasn't really expecting us. Like, I was putting situations if we beat this team and this team loses. But, within, I didn't have any expectations. But still, I feel very pissed because the game was in our hands. Like, I feel like an idiot now for celebrating like crazy and almost the police coming to my apartment after Milan scored the equalizer. Seriously, I feel like an idiot because we did nothing after that. I revisit some moments of the game, taking Leao off. Are you serious, man? And it's not like we're taking it off for Messi. I'm sorry, but we're taking it off from Maldini. He's not. I'm not saying he's not a game changer, man. He's not a fucking game changer. We haven't had. I think we haven't had one chance, like other than the Ibrahimovic offside goal. We haven't had one chance after that. I don't know if the players gave up, if they were tired, whether it was the shit substitutions that Pioli made. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it.
Nah,
Like
Pioli put all the players he had.
I would have been happy if the team would have continued to press hard as fuck, and then they got scored on, because at least they would show some fucking balls and try and go for the fucking win. Instead, we get the goal, and outside of like the Zlatan offsides, it was very pedestrian. There was a lot of walking. The pressing was like damn near nothing. Like literally, there was like almost no pressing. Like I would rather you run your body into the fucking ground and show that you care.
Also, let me add this. Sorry, Nathan, to cut you off.
No,
People say we're not ready for the Champions League. Our players are not quality. Okay, I understand that. But tell me how a professional footballer in the Champions League against Porto keeps the player at his feet like an idiot, like he was drinking some Hennessy 5 minutes before that. He's just sitting there standing, and then he waits for the Porto player to pressure him, and then he thinks what he's going to do. Calabria did that many times. Ben Nasser, someone said Ben Nasser had a great game. Are you kidding me? Like, maybe he did better in the second half, but in the first half he was absolutely terrible. Not a single pass was well for him. Every time he got pressured, he lost the ball. And people are talking about Kessie. Tell me what Ben Nasser did today. He was absolutely garbage.
And I would like to say too, when it comes to like decisions and passing, every time we get to the final third, we had at least 6 times where we were either 3-on-2 or 4-on-3, but we had the advantage, and our players simply cannot give a fucking pass to the player's front foot.
They were rushing it.
And they take too long to give a pass to a person who's making the run. Leao was making the run so many times.
Mm-hmm.
And then the player would pass him the ball, but by the time he passed it, he's already offsides. Leao's gonna outrun them every time, but you gotta give him the fucking ball.
I saw Leao doing the movement to come in onside and run to the space, and no defender or no midfielder put that ball in that space. Kier does it every time. And I understand he's keeping Kier for the derby. I know that. I know Pioli is thinking like all the other Milanisti we were talking 3 days ago. Oh, we can win the Serie A, but we're not going to win the Champions League and bullshit like that. We can win the Serie A losing the derby. We can win the Serie A still putting the best players against Porto. Why the fuck Romagnoli is playing and not Kier? Why the fuck Ibra doesn't start with Porto? I don't know, man. It's just Leao. Somebody is saying we need to preserve Leao for the derby. Man,
for
you
10 minutes.
Leao for the derby. You took him out at 65 minutes, not 85 minutes. 85 minutes, you're not preserving the shit. Keep it until the end. Keep it for another 5 minutes. Tell him, just stay up there, walk when you don't have the ball. When the ball comes to you, start to run, dribble, create a chance. That's how it works, football. In the last 5 minutes, you play with your soul, not with your legs or with your heart.
Exactly.
You throw yourself up there. It's not like preserving 5 minutes, Leao.
And I don't understand the decision. In the end, we had Ibra, Krunic, Maldini, and Salamakers. We had 0 speed, 0 creativity.
Exactly.
I don't get this. Like,
exactly.
What was the?
You know
We were
what?
just
I actually
we were we,
no, I
we were
want to
just
say
doing long
something.
passes. We were just doing
No,
long
no, no.
passes, and we weren't doing anything else.
We saw what we were doing. We were doing shit. Long pass, short pass. It was the same shit anyway. Not even a short pass. I don't understand. Pioli should do this, in my opinion. I prefer to put Bakayoko in the midfield and tell Benacer to go more forward because I know Benacer on the ball and has a better ability than Maldini to actually do something dangerous in that last 30 meters. And he has the experience and everything else to find something in that situation. I prefer to keep Benacer, Kessie on the front foot and put, I don't know, Bakayoko, or even, it's absurd, even putting fucking Balotelli as a left back and Theo Hernandez as a forward on the left to start to cross some ball. It's a fucking 10 minutes. Put some pace on that left side if you're changing Leao. That's what I'm saying. Keep Theo Hernandez a bit more forward and keep Balotelli as a defender. Don't put shit players because we agree that Maldini is not at that level. Krunic can work sometimes, sometimes not. But I prefer to have Theo on the left to start to dribble, cross, and do something. Roy, do you want to say anything, by the way?
Hey, what's up, guys? Can you hear me?
What's up?
Can you hear me?
Horrible, man. Yeah, we can hear.
Well, you know, I'll be kind of different. Honestly, I don't care. I didn't care about this game. I already kind of moved on from the Champions League already. Honestly, this is great because this game will make Milan very upset and ready for the derby, which is really the only thing that matters. Serie A right now is the only thing that matters. So for me, this couldn't have gone any better.
As a matter of fact,
Man, I really don't like your negative attitude about this game, bro.
Roy is not wrong here because we can finally go and play on our level now. Serie A level. Champions League was a nightmare. We are not at the level. We are not even at the level to play with teams that are seen as whatever, mid-level teams. In the Champions League, we are not at the level yet. So Serie A is our level. We go, we play there, we try to win something. If we win something, good. If we don't win, whatever. Fourth pot next season, maybe we will get some quality players.
No, I don't believe this thing, guys, about the Champions League level bullshit like that. We have enough quality, enough energy, enough experience to beat Porto at San Siro. That is bullshit. In my opinion.
No.
I don't believe this shit, man.
No, Porto,
seriously, the second half.
I agree with Lart. I agree with Lart.
That is all. I'm not saying guys, to win the Champions League.
Second half, what?
I agree.
Second half, we create chances. We were there.
Do you hear yourself? We create chances.
Guys, this team can beat anyone in Europe.
In the second half, Porto could have scored 2 other goals. They hit the crossbar.
Yeah, but he didn't score the 2 other goals.
They didn't score. We created nothing. We scored.
No, we created a chance.
We shit house the goal. This is how we score.
Let's also.
I have no idea what exactly we're talking about.
Red John, I want you to consider this. Let's look at the reality of the matter, right? And the reality of the matter is that at the end of the day, we already lost 3 games. And we are out, right? Statistically, historically, from only 2 teams out of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of teams have been able to go through after losing the first 3 games, which means that statistically we have like 5%. We had 5% chance of coming out. But now look at Porto instead. Porto had 4 points. Now they have 5. They actually have a real chance to go through. It was clear that Porto was going to come into this game more motivated, more inspired, because they hold on, because the math is on their side, and also let's not forget that the city did not care about the game tonight because the stadium was empty.
No, the stadium was empty because we are on average we have less participants in the stadium than Inter, for example. We have like 6K less every game.
The stadium was not empty against Atletico Madrid, my man.
No, it was 50K people, man. Instead of 60K, but it was a fucking PM, man. It was at 6 p.m.
Yes, but
It's not in the afternoon. People, it's most of the people comes out from outside Milan. Most of the people buy the ticket. It's really hard in the midweek to go and watch a game straight after work. People have to work, man. What is these timing is bullshit. For example, from UEFA as well. Why we have to play at 5 p.m. Sorry, 6:30 in the afternoon. What is this? How people are gonna go? They need to take a day off basically, because to reach Milan, most of the people, 50,000 people, man, it's a lot still.
It doesn't matter. Fact is, thank God we did 1 point, so we don't get out with 0. We will finish the group with 1 point. We are the sheriff of this group.
But aren't you happy that now Milan is going to be even more angrier against Inter and more focused, more determined?
No. Actually, now I think Inter will beat us.
Not necessarily, man. Not necessarily.
I don't think our players are going to be in the right mindset. I honestly don't think that these players' mindset is going to be correct for this Inter game. Like, I understand this; they should use the Inter game to get revved up and say we want revenge from this poor Porto game. But I'm telling you that this game right here, that's a psychological defeat.
No,
it really is. It really is.
Absolutely. If you honestly think that this game is going to crumble AC Milan, then you guys are literally desperate.
I'm not saying crumble. I'm not saying crumble.
No, that's what you're saying. That is what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Because these are these are professional football players. They're going to play against Inter like they fucking mean it. We're not going to go there boo-hooing and crying, oh my God, we lost against Porto. No, these are warriors. We're not going to do that. You guys are being dramatic.
Guys, for me, honestly, the Atletico Madrid game, for me, had a more psychological effect because that result hurt more. And then they came out of that game and they still done well in the league. It doesn't necessarily...
We would have lost even the Atletico game with 11 players in the end. We still lost it.
No.
Guys,
no. In that Atletico game, we would not have lost with 11 players. We would have killed them with 11 players.
Even with 11 players.
I think there was a good point that Six Sides made. Guys, there was a good point Six Sides made on one of these comments saying that Fernando de Brahim Diaz just came out of COVID. So definitely physically, they are not the same level they were before getting COVID.
The problem I see here is the illusion that the level of Serie A gives us. Like the level of Serie A gives us the illusion that we are a good team. We are a mediocre team. Like we are a good team for Serie A.
Okay, this is BS. This is
a mediocre team.
Actually, no. Roy, he's right. He's right.
For the upper level.
So what does Manchester United represent? So what does Manchester United represent? Because Atalanta outplayed Man U yesterday.
Let me answer you. Manchester United represents.
There's always an excuse. Let's hear it.
What excuse? Do you want me to answer or not? Did you ask me a question? Yes or no?
Ears are open. Go ahead. I'm waiting.
So do you want the answer?
I'm waiting.
Okay. Manchester United, the team that is struggling in the Premier League, came, played like shit, and got 4 points against Atalanta. That's it.
Okay, so how come that doesn't apply with the Premier League, but Milan applies with Italy?
Manchester United is to Atalanta what we were to Verona. 2-0 for Verona, 3-2 for us. This is what happened.
It is not true. What Red John is saying is not true right now, guys.
And this is the sad
John
reality.
is being way too overdramatic.
This is the sad reality. We can discuss here, talk about it, whatever.
How come is the Portuguese league stronger than Serie A?
Please let me ask this question to Red John.
Guys, one at a time. Guys, one at a time.
I want one more question and I'll go mute. Let me ask you a question and I'll go mute. One at a time. I'll ask one question, I'll go mute. So tell me why Juventus, who is 15 for wherever they are, bottom of the league, beats Chelsea, the champions of Europe, who are in top 4 right now.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
They scored a goal, and like a provincial team,
they got lucky. How come Chelsea didn't score a goal? How come the top 4 of the Premier League can't score a goal against a provincial team?
Sheriff won versus
Come on, man.
versus Real Madrid. Are you going to tell me now that
Over
Sheriff is better?
dramatic.
Exactly, it doesn't
than-
mean anything. The league
No.
doesn't mean anything.
You guys,
No, no, no.
guys are not.
No, no, no.
You guys are
Bullshit.
not looking
No, no,
at the
no.
players. You
It's-
guys are not
it's-
looking at the players that
it's
Juventus
that
has.
again-
Juventus on paper
again,
has good
Over
players as well.
dramatic.
Just let me finish this. The fact that Sheriff won versus Real Madrid is the same reason why Juventus won versus Chelsea and why Juventus will not win in the next game versus Chelsea, and I'm gonna bet on it with anyone here. Why? Because shit happens. This is how Juventus scored a goal, parked the bus for 90 minutes. They went away
I
because
think,
Chelsea
guys,
wasn't able to score. The
I
problem,
think
the problem that I
we-
have here is this: because of the fact that we are doing, like, just imagine a team that is doing so hot in the Premier League, like winning 10 games out of 11 and goes with 1 point in their group. Are you kidding me? 1 point, not even a win, and you're gonna stay here
Because
with a straight
come
face
on, Red
telling
John.
me that, oh,
This
we
is
are,
crazy.
Game,
we are-
listen,
we
Red
are-
John
now
is
we're
crazy.
gonna talk
Red
about-
John is jumping to some
Now I'm
crazy
gonna
conclusions.
talk. Now I'm gonna talk. In any game, that foul, you can give a foul to Benacer and the goal doesn't come. It's a 50-50 call. You are lucky you get that on your side, and it's a 0-0, and you win at 1-0. Or Atletico Madrid.
So now
You
we
don't
only
get
have.
a
So now
second
we only
yellow
have 2
with
points.
KC. Huh? We have
Yeah,
3
but
points.
that still makes us. Okay, and we're still behind. We're still
No,
behind.
but Atletico
Look at
Madrid
look
game,
at-
we don't.
But look,
No,
but he.
guys, I need to finish
Red
this.
John
I need
pointed
to
out a
finish it
fact,
because I've
but-
seen it with my eyes. Guys, I've seen it with my eyes. I don't need you to tell me is the Serie A low level, the Premier League high level, and bullshit like that. Teams from the fucking Russian league are coming and winning in Champions League. It's not about the league level. It's about the mentality and the intensity you put in the pitch. And Milan can do that.
Bravo,
It's just-
Lair. Bravo,
They didn't do
Lair.
it today. It's bullshit excuses in the league. The league
Well,
is
the last
low
2
league.
Champions
The-
Leagues, we have not done it.
The Dutch league
So
is
now
not even
what's the
close
excuse?
to any other league.
But the last
and
2,
still they do
the-
better.
the last 2
What is
Champions
Gaza
League.
talking?
Well said,
those-
Lair. Well said.
First of all, the Dutch league in
Wow.
terms of overall skill is head and shoulders above Serie A.
Okay.
Head
whatever.
and shoulders.
Oh.
Hey, yeah, it is okay because I watch them every weekend. I'm telling you, those teams are in
Nah,
terms of
come
skill.
on.
In terms of
Guys.
skill, those teams will
What are you
batter
talking,
Italian
guys?
teams.
Skill.
I'm telling you the truth.
Skill.
I'm telling you the truth. They will batter the fuck out of
What,
Italian teams.
you're saying what? The Dutch teams?
Yes, the fucking Dutch teams would. They would.
Mm.
They would fuck Italian teams up. They would. I'm sorry, you guys.
I mean,
Why would we
look.
finish-
Listen.
Why
I
we
do not
finish
want to
talking about
disagree.
leagues?
I do not want to
This is
disagree
an AC
completely
Milan
because
fucking channel.
the Dutch actually really produce very technical players, but I don't think they would win against Italian teams.
Oh my god.
They're probably
Is it-
they would
If you
probably
put
play
this
better.
Ajax, if you put this Ajax in the
Oh, that's
group
one
that we're
team.
in right
That's
now,
one team.
if you put
But that is
okay,
one
you-
team. It's not the league, Nathan. That is not
Okay,
the
even
league, man.
PSV would do better
It's a one
than
team.
us right
That
now.
is the.
Even
That is
PSV
all.
would do better. Even AZ
Guys.
would do better than us right now.
No, because it doesn't do better.
Listen,
Don't tell me that now-
guys.
You say
Guys.
you say no,
Don't
but
tell
you
me
only
now
have
that
1 point.
Norwegian
Guys,
league is better than the
guys.
Serie A, and Roma
Listen,
gets
guys.
6 goals from a Norwegian team. It's about
Guys.
mentality and how you go to the pitch.
Group-
This is
listen,
all
listen.
bullshit.
Group-
League One, league. What is
Group-
this?
Listen,
Come
Group
on,
A.
guys.
Group A, PSG, Man City, RB Leipzig, Club Brugge. There is no team with but 1 point. Every team has 3 points or more.
They're all better than
Because-
Milan. They're all
because-
better than Milan.
Nobody's
All
better
those
than
league-
Milan.
No.
Do
Hey,
you-
hey,
Listen,
all those leagues are better than Serie A. The
No,
Belgian
listen.
league,
No,
the
listen,
Yeah,
listen.
but
French league is
just-
better than Serie A. That is
just-
your explanation why AC Milan is doing bad.
No,
Because the Serie A is shit as a league,
No,
and we're doing
no.
better.
I have
No,
I
we're
have a
doing
question.
shit because we are not
Do you-
showing up
do-
on the game.
Do,
That is
do you think Milan would have had 3 points in this group or not? This is my question.
We
But-
should have 6 points by now. 6
9.
points.
11.
6 points. We should have 6
Six,
points. And
six. Yeah.
The reason why we don't have 6 points
6
is
points.
because we play like shit in Porto.
Against
Today we
Porto.
didn't show up in a half.
Wait,
game.
so
And
it's
I don't
not
want to even
6.
talk about
You saying we
referees and
should
bullshit
have
like that.
6? No,
Yes.
Larry. You said we
We
should
should-
have
we should-
6?
We should have 6.
At most,
We should have 6.
At most, we should have 4. At the most. We didn't deserve to win against Porto in the last game, and we didn't deserve to win today.
We
The
didn't
only
deserve to
game that
lose
we
against
would've
Porto
deserved
last
to
game.
win-
We
The only
didn't
game
deserve
we
to
would have
lose against
deserved to
Porto
win.
last game. Are you kidding me?
The only game
No,
that we
listen,
would have
guys.
deserved to have won was
Yeah,
Atletico, and that is it. So don't say we
Listen,
deserve
guys.
6 points when we don't
I-
deserve to beat the weakest
John-
team in there in
Nathan,
Porto.
I'm talking
John,
about
John.
our potential and the way we play
John.
football. when
Okay,
we are in a
but
good
you
day.
say that we should, but you don't even watch Porto. You don't even watch Porto. You
Come
wouldn't know
on,
how
bro.
good
You
these
know
Guys,
this
teams were.
guys.
team would have killed Porto if they really wanted to.
Guys, I think this works
Nah,
both
nah.
sides. I want to ask, especially John, a question. While I agree with you, I think we have some players we are gonna get into in this discussion, but later, who are shit. I'm calling them out now. They are shit and they can't start anymore. I'm done being nice to them. That's my first point.
But
Second of all,
That's crazy.
well, guys, let me finish.
These are the players that are winning Serie A right now.
Let me
All right,
finish,
Red
man.
John,
Come on.
let him finish,
This is
Red John.
unfair.
Let him finish.
I think I have to play both sides. While I agree with you that we have some players that are kind of bad, that don't have end product, wouldn't you think if we were in Juve's group right now, we wouldn't have gone through? We would have gone through already, because look at our luck, man. Look at the teams that we have in this group. I know that we didn't play the
Coulda,
best
shoulda
football.
doesn't mean anything, man. You have to play with the cards that you're given, and then the cards that we received eventually went the way
All
it
I'm
went.
saying-
Whatever.
Oh,
Now we
oh,
fight
yes,
for
but
the Scudetto.
yes, exactly. All I'm saying is that we weren't lucky with the draw. Shit happens. We're not gonna focus on winning the league, which we won 10 games and we have 1 draw, which is really good. What I'm saying is shit happens, you know. We were like
Guys,
many times. Yeah,
We were also very unlucky to get a good result. We were
Exactly.
so unlucky with the draw. We were unlucky with the
unlucky
goals.
this-
Some games, come on, right? Some games should have went our way, and some of the criticism against those players is kind of just not fair, because at the end of the day, man, a ref could change a game with a single blow, and it's just not cool.
Your mic is really bad. Your mic is bad. You need to fix.
Yeah,
Bad
that's
luck.
true.
Your
That's true that
microphone
the
has
referees-
some issues too.
It's true that the referee can change the game, but we all knew that AC Milan was going to be in the group of death. So what did we do in the transfer market to at least try and give us some sort of glimmer of hope? By Giroud?
Nathan,
Oh, okay.
Nathan,
And then who else? And then who else?
can I say something?
I'm not.
I want to say something to this.
Because I just want to know the people that are in charge knew what group we were going to be in.
Nathan, put some
And
fucking
did
balls
nothing.
in that pitch. That's the only thing I want. The first
No,
time they need
Larry,
to put
come
some balls.
on, man.
Larry,
Yeah.
Come on. What the fuck did
some
we do in
personality
the
in the
transfer
game.
market?
No one is
to help
talking
this
to do a fucking
team?
tiki-taka dominated game. But you
Larry,
are
we
sincere.
have
50,000
needed
people are coming
fix
to
this fucking offense for the past 3 years, and it hasn't been done. What the fuck did
You guys are
people do?
crazy. You guys
No.
are crazy.
Man,
You
Larry,
guys don't
Larry,
see there
when
is a
this-
lack of personality and a mentality that these players,
Can-
when they switch it
Can we all
on, they can
agree?
win
Can
against
we
any
all
play-
agree
any
that
team.
we all knew we were going to be in the group of death?
And
Can we all
that's-
agree on this?
That's the
Yes, we can.
So if we can agree on this, then these fuckers need to understand that you cannot fucking bullshit around in the fucking transfer market like how we do. Like I'm tired of the same dumb shit, man.
Saying that
Man, but
this
we don't
team-
have money. What are we talking about? We don't have money. Why are we talking about something we don't have?
Guys, yo,
We
you
don't
guys
have
are
money.
so yo, dude.
Listen,
we're gonna win the
saying-
Serie A. Who cares?
I don't
saying
understand
that
why we are
saying-
complaining about something that we don't have.
saying
Can
that
we
this team
actually-
could win
No,
against
Red John,
anyone
we
is
need to stop
delusional,
this
man.
bullshit.
Yeah,
Red John,
no,
we
we can
need to
beat
stop
anyone.
about this.
We can beat anyone.
101.
No, now everyone's silence. We need to stop
Larry,
complaining why
you know,
we don't spend money. We don't have money, but we can actually put
How
some
do we not have
character,
money?
some intensity on the
Larry, our
pitch.
losses
You
are
can
like-
run more than your opposition. You
Yeah,
can
we didn't
put
have
some
money.
Balls.
You-
Forget about the money, man. No one is asking them to buy big players. We don't have money. We know that.
Right,
But
just
these
make the smart
players are coming-
decisions. Just like keeping Peter Hage on, since you don't have a left winger replacement, he would have been a perfect sub for in today's game, for an example.
Guys, can we talk about how many situations we had 5-on-2, 4-on-2, 4-on-1, and we still managed to fuck it up? Well, I have to call out that Salamakers, which I always defended. He's got it. He has a great pass on him. Well, guess what? Couldn't make jack shit today. I'm not expecting him to be Messi. I'm not actually. Listen, I'm not expecting him to be Messi. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling him go score fucking free kicks every goal. But to ruin every chance, every moment we had, players on one, players on two, a very fast chance. He either slows down, he either passes backwards, and every cross he made, I could have done better than him. So yeah, you have to also say that not having a better player in that position really fucked us up. But in the same time, I know we don't have money, so that's why the argument is not the best. We
Do you
already
think? I have a question for you, Save. Do you think Theo Hernandez played at his potential the first half?
I'm not
Do you
saying
think
Theo
we can
played
spend
good.
money? Can we spend more money to make Theo Hernandez play better? Can we do that? No,
He
it's
didn't play
impossible.
against
Theo
Spezia.
I'm
Hernandez
not
wakes up in the morning
light,
and decide to play bad or
light.
good. That is Theo Hernandez.
I'm actually agreeing with you, and I'm saying we should hold the players accountable, like Theo, like Salamakers, who one game becomes Saladinho, fucking from Brazil originally, and then plays 10, 11 shit games where he doesn't make one pass right. That's what pisses me off about him. Like even before, he used to offer more defensively. He used to help Calabria. What did he do today? He ran around like a headless chicken. That's why I'm focusing so much on him today, because from his side we had so many potential attacks and he fucking messed it up with brainless decisions up top. And he needs to really step up. He needs to really get his shit together, because it's really fucking us on that side of his, on that useless side of his.
Guys, my question is, why do you care so much about this game? Like, why does this game matter to you guys?
Roy,
Why?
because
Because,
we
man,
actually
Roy, we gotta
Roy,
have some self-respect, man. Have some self-respect
Exactly.
as a fucking club, man. Trust me.
But
Trust me,
their
I wanna
opponents
focus on
too,
the
man.
league.
Their
Man,
opponents
I
too.
understand that, but I agree that the league should also be taken more seriously as well. But you gotta have some fucking self-respect too.
Well, in my
Like,
opinion, Milan definitely. If they're going out, which I think right now it's a done deal,
100%. Yeah.
100%. They've gone out with dignity. They went to
What?
Liverpool.
how?
Hold
What are
on.
you talking about?
Well,
No,
let
no,
me
no.
say. Let me say it. First of all, you have to acknowledge the fact that this is a team of youngsters, and it's not just a cliche word. That's a fact.
tired of
These
hearing
players,
that shit.
these players are coming from the under 21s. This was their first experience in the Champions League. So, knowing that fact, plus the fact that they went to Liverpool and they fought, they scored those 2 goals in Atletico Madrid before the red card. They showed that they showed that they could dominate Atletico Madrid. Then in Porto, we had so many injuries in that game that judging that game is just pointless. And now this is the cards that we dealt. Who cares? The team is great. I love this fucking team. Now let's go win against Inter. That's what's important.
Yeah, I agree. The team is great. I like them. I like them as well. I just want
No,
them
but
to
the
be
thing
more
is,
consistent on big games.
and there,
I'm with
Roy,
you.
I understand that the players are younger and that there's the first Champions League, but what was done to help
If
them?
you're saying "but," you're not understanding.
I'm asking you, what was done to help them?
To
Nothing.
help who? To help who?
These young players.
The help
do you mean?
they can
We're
only
playing
get
them.
experience. They help
We're
them
playing
have
them every week.
experience.
What you want to give them more?
Look,
More
hey,
than playing them every week.
let me say this. There's something that Pioli said in a press conference recently, which is very interesting. He said the difference between this year and last year in the Serie A is that last year in the Serie A, the team kind of went on the pitch and gambled. They gambled on their strengths. But this year, instead, they know what their strengths are. So when they go play against the big teams, they play like they know that they're going to win. Same thing is going to happen next year, man. They will know what the Champions League feels like. They'll go in there with more experience. The team will have better players. But now, let's focus on the Scudetto, man. We can win the Scudetto.
Bro, I just want to ask Foster, what do you think about the game? He just came in like 5 minutes ago. Sorry, man, for the wait.
No, bro. It's cool. Man, I understand tempers are high, man, but you gotta understand that this is our return to Champions League, man. We're gonna have upsets like this happen. All right, give Paulie and the team a chance, man. I mean, we're the youngest squad in Europe right now, and we're doing great. We didn't go out embarrassing. We actually went to Anfield and scored 2 goals. How many clubs do you know can do that right now? Give the team a chance, man. I mean, like Maldini is doing his best to try to get to the place that we need. Just give it a little bit of time. We're competing for the Scudetto. Just calm down. It's okay. Calm down,
Exactly.
guys. It's all right.
We're competing for the Scudetto.
Well said. Well said.
And we're competing for the Scudetto, and they did not reinforce the areas that really needed it the most.
Guys,
So again, just like
Liverpool
last
is
year,
winning 2-0.
just like last year,
Of course they
just
are.
like last year. Yeah, exactly. Of course they are. But just like last year,
20 minutes.
they did not do what was actually needed to actually get us to where we could have possibly have been when we were in that position. Last year, we were in the same position last year, top of the table. And in January, what did we need to do the absolute most out of anything? Get a fucking forward and a right winger. And we didn't do it, and it cost us. We're doing the same mistakes, man. The same mistakes over and over and over again. Sorry, I'm not just going to sit back and just let that shit happen and not call it out. I call stupid shit out when I fucking see it, and I'm not going to be nice about it.
Guys, and we can deal. And to his point, like I'm sure that nothing can be built in a day, but I'm gonna return to Salamakers. I don't think that in the long run, he will not carry our attack. We have to do something in January to reinforce that position. He's fucking terrible right now.
They're not going to fucking do it. They're not going to do it. I already know they're not going to fucking do it. They didn't do it last year. They didn't do it the year before that.
Hey, can we
They're not
answer
doing
this?
it this year.
Let's just address this. Listen, bro, that is
That's sci-fi.
I don't know what should happen that we qualify right now. What should happen? Basically, Liverpool winning another game against Porto. I don't know.
Liverpool
And we have to win against Atletico.
We have to win the next two games and then hope for the best.
And
And
against
Atletico
Liverpool,
and Porto should draw together.
draw, exactly. So it's
It's like all the planets
sci-fi. Yeah.
on the same line. I don't know. It's almost impossible, I would say. And it's not just because all these things should happen. We cannot win. I see these guys, they don't have enough mental energy to deal with these massive games. I can see it.
I think what's annoying is that in the second half of this Porto game, we showed that when we actually decide to play, we could have gotten goals. If we would have played like in the second half, if we would have played like that for the whole game, there's a pretty good chance that we probably would have won.
If we had Rebic, we could have put someone in the pitch that actually could give the same
Pioli
thing,
fucked
but
up. Pioli messed it up, man. It's big time in the end.
it didn't mess it up.
Do you
big
guys
time.
agree
I
with me?
said,
Pioli out.
No.
Oh no.
Pioli, the only mistake he didn't keep Leao until the last minute. That's the only mistake Pioli did.
And he took off Tonali as well. That was a mistake as well.
But, mate, Tonali can see.
He took
That
off
doesn't
players who
change
can
a
actually
lot.
do
That's
something.
the thing. It's not a big mistake. It's not even a mistake. You know what I mean? Because Tonali Kessie is the same type of player. It's not like or let's say Kessie Benacer. You change Kessie Benacer. It doesn't change a lot the game. We're not gonna create more chances if you take Kessie and put Benacer and keep Tonali. The chances we're creating, they come from Leao, Theo, and something from the right. Kalulu was doing well, but you take Leao and you put Maldini, zero, no more chances. That's it. Now, do you agree with me that maybe Krunic is better than Maldini playing? Is anyone agreeing with me right now? You
Depends.
saw enough today?
No, it was only 5 minutes. No way. It depends what you need.
That's the thing. It's not like Leao should have finished the game. That's it. You need a goal. Leao stays in the pitch.
And did you
End of
notice
the story.
someone in the comments said something very interesting at a certain point, which I read, and it was very psychologically, it gave a lot of answers. The last corner, which by the way, who took the last corner?
Maldini.
Oh, that was terrible. That was awful. But the goalkeeper didn't come up, right? So it almost says like the team didn't want to win. That's very
Didn't want to
interesting.
lose.
That would have been the last play. The keeper
Well,
didn't come
we
up.
have to
I don't know,
see that.
guys.
But clearly, it's a mental situation. It's a mentality thing. It's not like we're not good enough to play against Porto and win in San Siro.
That it cannot be a mental situation if it's the fourth game that you fuck up. It's the fourth
It
game.
is, because every game has a different mental approach. The first game, you're like, okay, it's our first game. We're super overcharged and we're gonna do well. And actually, they did well and they lost because Liverpool is a superior team than us. The second game, they're like, oh, we're not gonna fuck it up this time. We're organized and everything, and the referee fucks you up because you're not attempt to all those small details, and you lose the game again. And the third game, you're like, oh, Porto is the easy game. It's not like Atletico. If we manage to with Atletico, we can easily win against Porto, and you get fucked in Portugal. And you come in San Siro and you're like, oh shit, I have to win this game. This is a final, or I win it or nothing. And that is another mental aspect they don't know how to deal. And that is the fact.
So they're failing mentally every time. Then
they are growing mentally. They are growing mentally.
And they regret.
They are growing.
But
they are growing because they are learning every single
But-
part
but
of this
how-
competition changes, evolves.
How do we differentiate a team that is just not good enough from a team that has mentality problems?
I'll tell you what.
How do I tell one from the other?
I'll tell you how. You cannot win 10 games on 11 and draw one. You cannot do that if you are a shit team. Not
But
even
if-
if everyone is collapsing in the field.
That's true.
And you are all the luck of the world. You cannot do that. So you are a good team. You guys need to, all the channel, whatever 100, 800 people are following
Tell
this live, they need to understand this is a good team. They can beat Porto,
Great
Atletico,
team.
Liverpool.
Great
This is a
team.
good team. Great, whatever. This is a good team. When they don't win or when they don't play, because Nathan said it right, we didn't play the first half, is a mental issue. Or, I don't know, tired and physical, whatever you guys are going to put. It's not because they're not good at playing football. That is.
Bravo. Difendi i colori.
I feel like the Champions League is a different league than the Serie A or any domestic league, really. I feel
It's a
like
different level. It's a different level.
It's all about mentality, the Champions League.
And level.
Because there is a lot of teams with a lot of quality, they collapse on the mental level in a game, in an important game.
But don't you think that's a coach's job to keep him there, especially with experience? I mean, I don't know how Pioli is
Do you
experienced with
think,
Champions League.
I'll tell you, Isa,
It is the
I'll ask
coach's
you a
job to
question.
get their players mentally ready for each game. That is
Nathan,
the
I'll ask a
coach's
question
job
to
directly.
everyone. Can I ask I'll tell you a question to everyone. Do you think the coach of Manchester United is teaching Ronaldo to fight the last minute and shoot that goal and get the draw? Do you think a coach is teaching that player?
Well, no, absolutely not. I think Ronaldo
It's all
will
about
teach him.
mentality. He wasn't doing that at the age of 21. At the age of 37, he does that because he's been doing it for 20 fucking years, whatever he is.
Right.
Always fighting the last minutes on this competition. It's
So
a
that-
mental
Okay,
thing,
so
and you have to grow.
So that's why you put a winner in experience in Champions League like Ibrahimovic to start your crucial game instead of Giroud, who he played his
Exactly.
role in Champions League with Chelsea, but
Let me ask
not
you
the same
something.
level
Would you
as Ibrahimovic.
sacrifice him would you risk sacrificing him for something that most likely, even if you win, you're not going through?
But how do you know
Yeah,
that?
but the thing
That's
is,
why
and
you keep
it's-
playing the game,
and-
right? I mean, that's why he subbed him out the last game to rest him and to manage his
Exactly.
time to play this game.
There was a certain point last season where it was clear that Pioli could not play Ibrahimovic every game, and he has to manage him because he gets injured, he's out for months. He's not out for a week.
Zlatan, but he got substituted at what, like the 60, 65 minute mark?
Right.
I mean,
Let's
the guy was rested. The guy was rested.
And with the whole
In a
injury
game
thing,
like
it could
this-
happen at any point, man. It could happen the first minute, the last minute. It could happen at any given point in a game. So for me, I feel like we read too much into resting players. I don't know. I might be wrong with that, but I feel like injury could happen in literally any single minute in the game.
Even
Exactly.
before the
So
game
that's
during
why you want to
warm-up.
play him less minutes.
Right, but that's why you
Not-
said him
not
out
in this
last
game,
to
though,
get him ready
man.
for this game because this.
No, but you
has
have
no
to
fit
weigh.
to-
You have to weigh what you're risking. You have to outweigh what the risks are.
Yeah,
It's,
the risk is getting out of the Champions League, and you're team not
The
performing
Champions
well.
League, we're already out, bro. We lost 3 games. We're
we
not
would've-
going to
if we
go
would've
through.
won
You
tonight-
guys are believing a fairy tale. It's
No.
not going to
Yeah, but
happen.
if we
Only
if we
2
win today-
teams have done it in 40
Roy.
years.
Roy, but if
We're going to
we
be the
win
3rd
today-
team.
So
Roy,
did,
if we win today, we're only 1 point behind Atletico Madrid. Only 1
Ye-
point.
and then you play them again.
And then we play them again, exactly.
Guys, but we got the goal on the midfield for a mistake of Benacer or a mistake of the referee or whatever. So even with Ibra in the pitch, you get that goal.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not like
but
Ibra
we
or
saw-
Giroud.
Larry, but we saw what the difference was when Zlatan is on the field and when Giroud is on the field. Zlatan makes the players play 100 times better than Giroud. The players know Giroud can't hold the fucking ball to save his life, but they know
100%
Zlatan can,
agree.
and they know Zlatan can bring them into the game. But Giroud cannot do that. He cannot do it. He has not done it yet, and he just simply cannot
So-
do it.
So Roy is saying because Zlatan is better than Giroud, you put him on on another game, which is Inter, because you're competing for something you can actually win. That
But
was
the thing
Roy
is,
saying.
we're not
And the
saying-
dude is 40 years old. He's not
Okay.
28. If he was 28,
Hey,
he would have played this game
but-
and the other one.
No, but you guys are the ones who keep saying, "Oh, if Zlatan can play and the management thinks he can play, well, he just needs to keep on playing." Well, guess fucking what? Today's the game where he keeps fucking playing. You use his positive
No,
mentality.
if
to
it was the
ensure
last
team-
game, I'd agree with
Oh,
you.
no, hold on,
If it
hold on.
was,
You use
if it
you
was the
use
last game,
his-
I'd agree with you.
you use Zlatan's presence to make sure that the players are mentally in the game. Then you can sub him out later on.
I
But
wouldn't
you
take that
need-
risk. I wouldn't
you
take
need-
that risk.
No, you need his
But-
mentality early in the game, not later when it.
No, I need him against
Drained.
Inter. I don't care about Porto. I need him against Inter.
Right, again, you got to have some self-respect as a fan.
Yeah, man.
For the
So
club
so
in the Champions League, man.
It was over, guys. Come on, you guys were supposed to get over it.
It's
the
not
last
over
game.
until it's
bro. It's
over,
not
Roy.
over when it's not over when you would only be 1 point behind the second place team. That's not being over, and then you have a chance to play them again, Roy. That's not being over.
Nathan,
Liverpool.
can you read this comment? Can you read this
Liverpool-
comment?
Man, this motherfucker won't even get on here and talk. That's what pussies do. Keyboard warriors. Get on here and talk, my guy. No, you won't fucking do it. I know, because you're too scared. So I don't listen to things like that.
Oh, Jesus, guy. Nathan, you're upset as well. I'm upset as well. But I still believe it's not the striker the issue. It's not Zlatan. Seriously, man, it's fucking Porto. After 3 games you played in Champions League, you need to show up. The first half, they didn't show up.
And I agree with that. I agree.
Problem.
I agree with that. If Milan was in the right spirit, right mentality, right attitude, everything, we would have won this game, even with the formation we had. We had a kick-ass formation today. Kick-ass. Like the players are all super quality players.
What do you base that on, man? That you say we would have won? Like why? Like I
already
say
said it.
I say
Why do I need to repeat it?
I say we would have lost, even if we were there. back
Yeah,
then.
but because you always see the glass half full, or sorry, half empty,
Yes.
which is
But
wrong,
it's
which is
it's
wrong
like
because the numbers are not showing that. The
What
numbers show
numbers?
that Milan is a team that plays beautiful football, very
okay.
innovative tactically, and in
Okay.
Italy, the youngest
Italy,
team
yes.
in Italy is dominating. And the fact that you don't want to respect that, and because you want to say, or you want to diminish that, therefore you're going to diminish, therefore you're going to diminish the team. That's just your very negative opinion, Rich, as always.
Look who's
No,
talking about negative opinions. I watched your watch along the show, man, and you were shitting on everybody. Roy,
What? Dude.
come on, man.
Right.
I was
Listen,
shitting on
don't-
everybody.
Yeah,
But-
you were like your Leao shit. Diaz's shit. He shouldn't play anymore or whatever.
Don't
Guys,
show Roy's true colors, man. What are you doing? This is our secret.
I just want to say something. You said a good point, Isa, there about Leao's shit. Man, Leao has the potential. He should be in the game constantly. He should be always. You remember Kaká? He was always asking for the ball, always trying to dribble, always trying to be dangerous. Leao sometimes just disappears from the game. He just hides. He just goes on that left side and he disappears.
He's
Why
not
he's
hiding.
taking
He's
the
not
game?
hiding. It's not that he's hiding. It's because he's fatigued. When you're the only player on the field that's creating chances, you become fatigued.
Right.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly, because
why.
our other
Yeah,
side is
imagine
completely
True.
useless.
That is true.
Imagine if you kept the ball on the right side for at least 15 minutes for a point of 15 minutes in the game. Then Leao can rest a little bit.
There's no
The
balance.
ball is exactly, there is zero balance. You have someone like Salamakers who literally offers nothing, so they go to the left side. So now Leao has to create every 3 seconds. He's gonna be tired.
Greatest keeper in the world,
No, no.
Donnarumma.
No, he should be more involved. He should ask for the ball more often. I don't think.
Larry, I wish you could come to Texas, so that way we can play a game. And I'm gonna pass you the ball for 90 minutes of the game, and I expect you to do the same shit the entire time at 100% intensity.
Yeah, Larry, fucking prove it.
I want to fucking see it, bro.
Go there and prove it. Stop talking shit.
Listen, every time I play football, I want the ball. I want to be involved in any chances. I don't give a shit. Even if I lose it, even if I'm tired, even if I'm not breathing, I want the ball in the last 30 minutes. I always want the ball. I always go.
Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap.
But the difference of wanting the ball is not the same thing. That's not the point that we're trying to make here.
He doesn't want the ball, man. I see it. Or
Larry,
sometimes when he dribbles. Listen, there is sometimes when he dribbles the player, and he's putting those soft crosses, those gelatin or something like those far crosses, and I'm like, why are you even crossing? Just shoot that fucking ball. Just go for the goal. Stop with the fatigue, man. 30 minutes, the game starting. You're not fatigued. What is the fatigue? Shoot that fucking ball. Create a chance for yourself. Do you want to score or not?
Bro, again, that's how I know. That's how I know when a person does not play at a high level. That is how I know when comments like that happen. That is how I know when comments like that.
So you're telling me, Nathan, so you're telling me that players like, I'm doing an example, Berardi, Insigne, they always ask the ball. They're always involved in any chance.
Diaz from Porto.
Diaz always wants the ball. He's always involved. He always wants to be there.
And guess what? Porto,
even Salamakers
from the left,
he's
a half
right.
No,
listen, let me finish. Even Salamakers that has the half of the talent of Leao.
Salamakers should have 100% energy because he doesn't do shit. Porto attacks from the left, Porto attacks from the right, and Porto attacks down the middle.
Salamakers out.
No, that is the explanation because Salamakers doesn't do shit, so he has the energy. What are you talking about?
Fucking energy. All he does is get the ball and turn around. If all you do is not try and if you never try and beat your person one-on-one, and you take the easy route by turning around and passing it away, you're barely using energy.
From a technical perspective, I do agree with Nathan.
Like, I'm sorry, Larry.
We're talking about fatigue. We're talking about fatigue.
I'm sorry, Larry.
And it is true when you try to take on your man. When you try to actively take on your man, you're going to waste more, or rather burn more energy than just rather playing possession football. So the more you do it, the more energy you're burning.
So you're telling me Ronaldinho with 5 kilos or 10 kilos more at AC Milan, he was always trying to dribble his man.
And that's the thing. And
that he has more energy than Leao at 22.
But Ronaldinho is much better player.
You guys think
he's a much better player.
But
Ronaldinho is a much better player than Leao.
Come on, guys.
You know what? Barcelona.
You're saying that Leao is better than Ronaldinho? Are you saying that Leao? You're saying that Leao is better than Ronaldinho?
No, I'm saying that physically Leao has more energy. I'm not saying Leao tries to dribble and always succeeding. I'm asking Leao to be more involved on the attacking and ask for the ball.
You're comparing Barcelona.
I'm comparing the physical condition of Ronaldinho
and the
physical condition of Leao.
They're not taking any of the other aspects of Barcelona into that team.
Barcelona
was not dribbling.
Ronaldinho at the end of his career with AC Milan, 7 kilos more than he should be. Heavy as fuck. He was asking the ball to dribble every single player, and he had always the energy.
No, but how old was he, Laird? How old was he?
Ronaldinho, 32, 28, whatever.
Okay, thank you. At that age, you can You're much better at managing a game and
Okay,
and
why
how you
Brahim
consume it.
Diaz always has
Leao
the
is a
energy
youngster. He's still learning. He probably goes at 100% from minute one instead of to start slowly and manage the game. That's probably why.
And how many times have I said? How many times have I said that Leao needs to know when to do his runs? I've said that at least a dozen times. So again,
Dude, Leao gets a ball and they get another one after 5 minutes, man. 5 minutes time. After 5 minutes, he gets another ball. He tries another dribbling. He tries to be dangerous after 5 minutes.
Again,
are you serious now? A professional player, you want to play at the highest level with high intensity, and you show up every 3-4 minutes.
But he does that.
About?
He does that for the first half. He usually does that in the first halves. It's in the second halves that you see him fade.
No, he's not still in the game. He's not still in the game.
Well, of course, he still has to grow. 100%. He still has to grow. Yeah.
Oh man, this shit is astonishing me right now. Every time I come here, I always hear things that are incredible.
Narnia. It's Narnia in here, man.
Please keep going.
Nathan, even Pioli says that in his interview that sometimes Leao needs to understand how to stay in the game more longer, because sometimes he disappears from the game. And you're telling me it's a physical issue. No, it's not a physical issue, man. Stop with this bullshit.
He can't, by the way.
Football. Don't tell me it's a physical issue, man.
It is.
A player that likes the ball, likes to create chances, even if he doesn't breathe, he always wants the ball. Stop with bullshit, man. Don't treat people like they're stupid. Dybala doesn't have more energy than Leao and asks for the ball always.
No, but Dybala is running. Probably Dybala is running half the distance.
It's not a physical problem. Stop lying to people.
It's not. When you sprint as much as that, you're burning way more energy.
Lart,
but
just explain. What is it a coincidence that every second half he disappears in games? Every second half. What does that tell you? He gets tired.
Dude, I'm not saying about the second half. I'm saying when Leao creates a chance, he asks for the ball later. He's not like always in the game. He's detached from some moment of the game. He's detached from the game. He's not present. He stays in that left side and he doesn't get involved. He doesn't want to get involved.
I'll help you out. How many times did Leao make the run and then the pass not come, or it came too late and he was offsides?
Yeah. That's
many times.
So there, this is what I want you to do.
Today a lot of time.
I want you.
Today is a lot of time.
No, but this is the thing. There, I want you, when you get the chance, I want you to go outside, and I want you to do 40 to 60 yard sprints for an hour.
What are you talking about, man?
I want you to time yourself, and I want you to do.
What are you talking about, man?
I don't play. You gotta do a video and put it in the Rossonari TV channel.
Nathan,
I want you.
Nathan, I don't play for AC Milan. I just want to tell you that I don't play for AC Milan.
You seem to think that fitness does not play a part in a person's ability throughout the game, which is incredible. That's just incredible.
Nathan, you are incredible.
I know I am, because I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
You have in the pitch players like Diaz, Selemakers. They are running the same intensity. Fucking Benacer is running every single moment in that midfield, and he's always asking for the ball. That is bullshit what you guys are saying.
That is completely true. Benacer does not do what Leao does.
Benacer does not do what Leao does.
Whatever.
Not even close.
It is 100% true. Leao plays at a much higher speed because of his bursts, which consume way more energy than a midfielder who plays always at the same tempo and can manage his game. No. And in order to do that for 90 minutes, you need experience. You need to know when to rest. You know when to breathe.
Guys, the fact is,
are you actually hearing what I'm saying?
It's not cool.
90 minutes. Half time, Leao got involved in two attacking actions. In 45 minutes, the first 45 minutes, he got involved in two actions.
Yeah,
because he was tired. He needed 20 minutes from each action to get recovered.
I don't know, but maybe I don't know. The rest of the team wasn't creating much either. Like I guess he has Theo Hernandez on his side.
And again, wait a minute. We're also forgetting that in the first half, how many times was Leao open? but Salamakers and Teo couldn't give a fucking 10-yard pass.
Fucking Salamakers, dude.
At least a 10-yard fucking pass, Lyric. So you're not gonna bring that up though. The fact that if they would really give a 10-yard pass,
I'll bring it up.
He would have been involved. He would have been involved.
I'll tell you. You want an answer from me? Because that was a question.
I'm waiting.
If you have a bit of personality and you do the first, the second, the third run, and your friends doesn't give you the ball, you fucking go and get that ball. You go on the other side of the pitch and ask for the ball. Do you do that? Do you give a signal to your friend? Listen, give me that fucking ball. I want to get in charge.
He was making the runs.
That 45 years old paper. I want to dribble him. I want to go in the middle and dribble him. Give me that ball.
He was making the runs.
No, you don't know what to say here. You don't know what to say here.
I would know what to say if you would be quiet for a half a second. He was making the runs and he wasn't getting them. We all sat here.
So you go and you get the ball on your feet. You don't make the run. You go and you get the ball on your feet. You go and you get the ball on your feet. You tell Diaz, I'm coming in the middle. Go wide. I'm just taking charge. Ask for the ball.
I agree with
the ball.
With Laertier, to be honest.
What the fuck are you talking about? Have you guys seen the big players, how do they behave? When no one is giving them the ball, they just go where is the ball. They go and get the ball.
Take a look at Ibra. Take a look at Ibra when Ibra doesn't get the ball.
He goes and gets the ball, man.
Exactly.
Okay, but
He's
Leao has to learn how to do
ball.
that. Leao has to learn to do that. He's not going to do that right now, man.
Guys, Ibra is 40 years old, has done everything.
Guys, I'm hearing, guys. Wait, guys.
You guys are making football too simple. You're making it.
Guys, what I don't understand.
Nathan, bravo. Nathan gets it. Good job, Nathan.
Guys, what I don't understand. I'm hearing so much inconsistency. Once you say that the team is young, they're growing, they're a great team. The other minute you're saying Leao is not a leader. He has to ask for the ball. You just said that he needs to grow. You just said that he needs to.
It's not about leadership, man. It's about, do you like playing football?
You just said he needs to control.
But English is not my language, man. I'm telling you, you like to play football. You wanna create chances. Do you wanna score goals? They are not giving you goals. As a kid, even a kid does that. Goes and gets the ball. Ask for the ball. Goes in where is the ball and asks for the ball to dribble to create a chance. Ibra, 18, was doing that. Every big player or every player with a bit of flair, with a bit of talent, always does that. Wants the ball in the pitch, wants to be in the game. And Leao doesn't do that. I don't know why. He needs to do that.
He will do it.
To be honest. I agree, and also it's not about the age, because Giroud, for example, doesn't do that. Giroud doesn't come in the midfield when he doesn't get service.
Well, he tries, but it doesn't. It's not working. It's just not working.
Question, guys.
Because he's getting a lot of balls coming to him, and he does never literally all his layoffs are off. Literally all of them. But Leao will learn, guys. He's 21, 22. Like, give him some time. Don't worry. Leao is gonna do it all.
So what's wrong with Pellegrini? Why do you think sometimes
who is that guy? I've never seen him play.
Pellegrini and Messias are just made up, and they don't exist.
No, seriously, is he like not on the roster anymore, or what's going on? Why is it
guys, you know what?
Offensive outlet
on the team.
You know what I think, guys? I think if Messias was actually fit, Paul would have options to play on that left wing where Salamaker is. Or on the right wing, I should say, where Salamaker is. But he doesn't really have any options to put over there.
And Florenzi.
Well,
and even Florenzi as well. So you gotta understand, Paul is using the card that he has.
Yeah, but the problem with Messias is that he's been with us now for 3 months almost, and he has played 20 minutes overall. He's injured. I have no idea what this signing was, but he has been injured from the start and up until now. So I have no idea.
Basically every player we signed is injured, or he got injured a lot. So what nothing happened really.
And every player we have signed this summer, new players, have been disappointing, bar maybe Giroud, but even Giroud is not like So yeah.
So again, I asked. That's why I brought up that these guys were not given help from the progress that they made last year, and that includes Pioli. Pioli was not given the reinforcements needed to actually make some sort of progress, which is sad. Because y'all know I don't really rate Pioli that high. But even I will admit that he's simply not given what this team actually needed, which was offensive reinforcements. That is what this team needed, and it wasn't given to him.
Hey, let's answer that question. This is a good question.
Oh, sorry. Which one was the question?
This one here, guys. What feeling does today's game give you about the derby? I'll go fast because mine is really fast. Extremely positive because they're angry. The players know they can win the Serie A. They said they can. They believe they can do it. They're gonna go there and we're gonna play. In Italian, they say "giochiamo con il coltello tra i denti." They're going to play with a knife between their teeth. They're going to take this derby and the Scudetto by force. So I'm very excited.
Let me say mine second so we hear the two opposites, and then we can hear the rest. I think we are going to lose a derby because the players from the Champions League have understood that they are not as good as we look in the league. That's it.
I can say mine. I really don't care about the derby. 3 points against Inter or 3 points against whatever. Any other team, Salernitana, has the same weight in the long run. So they just need to put a fight. That's all I'm asking is them to put a fight.
And you know they will.
Stupid players. That's the thing, and I'm sure they're gonna do it because of the derby. You cannot fuck it up with the derby, especially on the mental level. But on the other side, I don't care. We win, we lose, we draw. It's fine. We still have like 20 something games still, or 19 games, whatever is that. 17 games. Now, how many games do we have? 27. 27. Sorry.
So first of all, is it at our home or Inter's home?
It's in San Siro.
No, I mean home or away. That's what I'm asking.
I think is I'll tell you right now.
It's at home. Yeah, I saw it's at home. It's at home.
Okay.
The thing is, like, I personally think that the Atletico Madrid loss, I think it hurt the players more. You know, I think this loss hurts, but they kind of already given up on the Champions League, and they were like, yeah, we will do our best. If it happens, good. If it doesn't, we have the league to focus on. I think that they will be in high spirits. They will see that they're top of the table, and I just saw that Liverpool made it 3-0 versus Atletico. Anyway, they are concentrated. They will do well. The Theo Hernandez not being there worries me because I'm not sure what Pioli is gonna do. If he's gonna put Kalulu left back again, I don't think it will be a good idea. But we'll leave that for the match preview. Like I said, the Atletico Madrid hurt more, and after that they went to Atalanta and dominated the game. Bar the last 5 minutes, they were superior on every level. So
Well
I'm
said.
actually I'm actually very confident in the game.
I want to say another thing before Isa. In the derby, we're gonna have some fucking leadership. Kier is gonna be in the pitch. Romagnoli is a joke as a captain, as a leader.
Romagnoli out.
No, out. He's not a leader. That's it. He's not good enough to be a leader. Kier is fucking shouting to Tataruzano to do a better job. Romagnoli is not even talking to him.
And you know what? I actually agree. I love Calabria. He has heart, but I don't even think that he's vocal enough to be a captain. If I had the chance, I would have given it to Kier straight away because I love the guy so much, man. I even if any guy in the team does the slightest mistake, he doesn't give a shit. He shouts and he lets him know. And that's how he keeps the defense organized and the team organized. That's what Romagnoli is missing. I'm not saying that he's a shit player, but he can't be the captain anymore, you know?
Guys,
The armband is too big for him.
It's Inter against Milan. That should be a whole totally different level of game. We shouldn't I feel like it's preseason Serie A game, whatever it is, champion game. That's a different taste.
I feel like for all AC Milan players who wear that shirt, they want to go and beat Inter. So there should be no extra motivation. The motivation should be there to go beat your rival, their home, your home, whatever it is, and that's it. Inter Milan against AC Milan always presented different taste, different derby. There should be no extra motivation, regardless what the game was previously in Champions League. That's how I feel about it. I feel like we should go there and kick some ass, and I feel like we will. So.
Foster is your moment, man. Okay, Foster is not there. Maybe
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, as I was my mic was mute. Yeah, as I was saying that well, Champions League is actually over. It's like I would like what 1% chance that we can actually go through if Lady Luck is on our side. So let's just see what happens. But I expect Milan to win the derby. I'm predicting like 3-2. Yeah, the last minute's gonna be a thriller. Expecting that. So let's just see what happens. We should understand, guys, that we don't have our full team and we're still grinding out these wins, right? So we should be proud of the team, and they've came far, right? And guys, we've played almost most of the top 6 sides already in the Serie A, and we're doing great. Napoli hasn't done that as yet. So let's just see what happens.
Man, that is crazy. Liverpool is 3-0, guys.
No, it's VAR corrected it. It's 2-0.
And Atletico got a red card, so I hope Atletico doesn't go through.
Inter scored.
Yeah.
Scored. Finally.
Come on,
Brozovic,
say it.
where
Say
did
it.
he go?
Forza.
Forza
Forza
Inter.
what?
Oh, Regia, how could you say that? Traitor.
How did you
Traitor.
say that?
What a traitor.
But I thought you wanted me to say.
Don't listen to him, man. So Inter goes 8 points. No, 7 points like Sheriff. No, 7 points for second place.
He's second place. They will beat Real Madrid and be first, right?
No, they need a draw and they are done. The math is with them if they do a draw.
Yeah.
The next draw and they go through.
I just hope Atalanta goes through for the coefficient.
You know, I hope Atalanta goes through because I think they deserve it. They play really good football and they've been unlucky with injuries and with last-minute goals from Ronaldo. That is crazy. Ronaldo, man, last minute. How many goals he scored in the last 5 minutes this season?
Clutch.
It's a lot. Too many.
Yeah, he's a beast. He's incredible.
He's all about mentality, man. He physically is not even close to what is a proper player. He's lower than he used to be. He doesn't run a lot. He's mentally so ready, man. Ready to do everything.
Experience, man. Experience.
But he was like this. He's been like this for 15 years.
Yes.
But we are
born with that experience.
We are talking about one of the best players in history. So yeah. Like you cannot pretend our players to have that behavior.
Correct, Christian. Correct.
Honestly, I wish Ronaldo would have wear AC Milan jersey at one point in his career. I feel like before he moved to Juventus, there was a possibility there, but that would have never happened, I guess. But that would have been awesome to see. One of
I think
all-time greats wearing AC Milan jersey. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, man. The next one, man. The next one. We're gonna get the next one at 35. We're gonna get Mbappe at 33.
Who, Haaland?
or Haaland at 35.
Yep.
That's when we get big players. Or we sell big players at their prime.
Exactly.
we never. The last time we got a player that played with us 15 years and it was a top class player. I don't even remember when it was.
Yeah, I mean, you could make the case for Ibra.
Well,
Nah,
not really.
Ibra
because
left
Ibra
at his
came
prime.
exactly,
Ibra played 2 years for us at his prime.
and probably his prime was either Inter or then PSG. After, like, he wasn't even superb
I would say,
with us.
yeah, I would say PSG was his prime because he was even mentally a beast. Just he never had like proper squad around him to be. Yeah, we had Seedorf, Pirlo, Gattuso, we had Maldini, players like this, but I'm talking about like the proper world class number 10 or number 9, or we never had that for an entire lifetime, you know?
Maldini
Like
and
Barcelona
Baresi.
had Messi.
Yeah, let me just quickly answer this, Chris here. So, Kalulu, good for him because he's a youngster and he got his first goal in Europe. That's huge. That's great for him. And also, he had a very positive performance coming in. He looked good. He looked confident. He worked well. Tonali, very impressed with how Tonali's recovered the balls today. Very impressed. He's got incredible speed. So yeah, both
beast.
Yeah, I really like Tonali as well. He read the game pretty well. He was in the game.
Guys, who would you start in the derby in the middle?
I will start
Tonali
Tonali
and
Kessie.
Marquesi.
That's how it looks. That's how he's making the choices, Pioli. But maybe it can be. Sometimes he likes to put Benacer Kessie in games like this. So it depends on Pioli. And there is still 5 days of training or 4 days of training. So,
but I think him putting Kessie on the bench today, I think it means that he will most definitely start versus Inter. I think it remains to be seen between Ben Master and Tonali, which I think Tonali must start.
yeah, no. Depending on the performance of today, Tonali should start, but Pioli is gonna see them and their physical condition until the last minute. So, and every team is different, man. Every team is different. Inter is different from Porto, plays different football. So Tonali maybe is not the right choice. So we need to. It's not so. It's not like who plays better. That's the thing, unfortunately.
I don't know, man.
Who was the man of the match for you today?
The Diaz guy from Porto. He destroyed our right side.
He was a demon. He is a demon.
Yeah,
I don't know how old is he. Does he play like this every game?
I have no idea.
Another one that is always in the game. By the way, how you explain this guy? This guy was running constantly.
And
I said it before live, but you thought I was talking about Brahim Diaz. I said about this guy.
Sorry.
Diaz.
So yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. This Diaz guy, where does he find the energy?
Exactly.
And also
running all game fucking long, man.
And also Pioli said it before the first game against Porto that the player that they had to watch out for was Diaz.
Yeah. And he scored in both games.
Yeah.
Always asking for the ball. Always wanting the ball.
Yeah, very confident. Very confident. Is he Colombian?
Colombian, yeah. And
nice.
He's
Colombia
like
always produces great players.
He's super fucking pacey, man. Holy shit. Like, Calabria couldn't keep up with him. Like, I've never seen Calabria
pacey with the ball, man. With the ball. Yeah. Not with
I wouldn't change him for Leao.
I'm not changing him from Leao, man. But I would like to see that state of mind from Leao.
Exactly. Attitude. Yeah,
well, Diaz is much older, bro.
How old is he?
I think it's 24, 23 or 24.
Dude, it's not about after 3 years Leao is gonna run like this.
No, it is. It is.
If he is 23, then he is just months.
No, it's a season. It's a full season or even 2 full seasons. Those are like 60, 70 games. You guys cannot think that doesn't mean anything.
He's a character.
So then we need to sell him right away.
No.
Because if it's a character trait, you learn it. You learn it. Football is something that you learn how to do in time. You get better. Leao in 2 years is going to be 3 times Diaz. Forza Milan, cazzo.
Man, no one is saying Leao is not good.
Man,
No
Roy,
one is saying Leao is good.
Forza
This-
Milan, stop
this-
being Juventini. You guys are being
I swear,
Juventini.
hey,
Juventini,
listen,
cazzo.
if Roy had never used the can here, I would sincerely think he's a cartoon. there is no way, man. He is so cartoonish sometimes. Holy shit.
It's the stuff that he gets in fucking California, man. They're good stuff.
Exactly.
You guys have to respect Leao. He's the future champion. Future champion, guys. Who gives a shit
Who
about
is not
Diaz?
respecting him? Who is saying not respecting him, man? No one is saying that. Anyway, Diaz, that was... he's 23, 24?
Yeah,
Anyone knows how old he
Yeah.
is?
actually,
He's 24.
That's
24.
2 years.
So,
2 years. That's
he's
a lot.
1 year.
That's
He's
all.
1
Che
year.
palle, Texas. Che cazzo di palle. That's 2 years more, man. That's not nothing.
Dick size. Che palle, huh?
Anyway, is Calabria well? He's doing well. Is he injured or has any issue?
I think he probably got substituted in the second half because he really couldn't keep up with the Diaz pace, man. Like, Diaz destroyed him.
At the end of the first half, he went down hurt. I don't know if you guys saw that, but at the end of the first half, he did go down injured, and the players were kind of surrounding him. But they cut off after like around 30 seconds of showing him. But he was in some sort of discomfort at the end of the first half.
Thank you for clarifying that, Nathan. Rajang was spreading fake news.
But I said probably. I didn't say why. I said probably because of that. And actually, after Kalulu came in, at least Kalulu could keep up with his pace. Because Calabria had an
Really
awful...
good. Yeah, that is true.
Calabria had an awful first half.
Yeah,
Lulu fucking came in with the right mentality. He was like, I'm going to destroy this pitch. I'm going to get something out of this game. But anyway, I have the last question, guys, because, and we can go because there's nothing to say for today. I realize that we lack in terms of, when we have a lot of injuries, by the way, we lack a lot in terms of pace on substitutions. So the players we put in, they don't have that ability to run on the space that we have on the players that we start the game. What do you guys think about on moment like this to play Theo Hernandez a bit more forward? Is it a bad idea? I'm crazy here, or because at the end Theo Hernandez likes to dribble.
You mean like an attacking midfielder?
When Leao is tired and he cannot play the last 10 minutes, just put Balotelli a defender and he put Theo more forward.
Yeah, absolutely. You can do that.
To be honest, I don't think that would work because I think, first of all, Theo is not good with the ball on his feet in the sense that he cannot dribble in place. He dribbles while he's running, and he will not be able to do those runs if he is starting from the left wing position.
No, I think
he has less space in front of him. If just look at Theo. Theo gets the ball from the deep, he starts running, and then he dribbles players.
I'll ask you a question. What about if Pioli starts to try these things on the training pitch, starts to work on Theo Hernandez on that, to explain him that it's going to be some moment of the season when I need you in the last 10 minutes in that position. And you have to interpret that position a different way, because you're right. But he can actually do it, because at the end, what I'm asking to Theo Hernandez in the last minute is to go on his left foot, pretend he's going on the right, going on his left foot, and crossing.
Theo Hernandez is a natural wing back.
Dribbling, yeah, but he plays as a wing back for us. He doesn't play as a normal right back. If you look,
exactly.
If you look at Theo's heat map, he is always at the middle of the pitch or higher.
Exactly. So that's why he could do that position really well.
No,
Exactly.
but this is my point. If you send him higher than that, he loses his whole leverage.
So you would prefer Maldini on the last 7 minutes in that position, not Theo.
No, I prefer Rebic in that position.
But I'm saying emergency, guys. I'm saying emergency. That's the thing. You need to prepare for the emergency and don't lose pace, because that is the moment you need pace. In the last 10 minutes when everything is tired, players that have pace, they always win in those last minutes.
I understand. You think Bale did it? Why can't Theo do it? Right? Bale did it because Bale could dribble, man. Theo cannot dribble. Just take a look at how Theo acts when he is not running.
What do you mean he can't dribble, man?
He stops. He stops, puts his body on the other player, protecting the ball, and tries to move around. This is how Theo dribbles when he is not running.
But John, with the pace Theo has, he can just pretend to go inside the pitch and go on the wide side and cross the ball. I'm not saying he should score a goal, but crossing. I mean, Serginho was doing that. Basically, Serginho, that's the way he was dribbling. He was pretending to go in, going on the outside, on the wing, and crossing the ball, crossing strong crosses. That's what Serginho was doing. I'm not saying he can do it. He should do it all the game, but the last 10 minutes, I don't want to see players like who the fuck we put today in the pitch.
Maldini.
Stop hating on Maldini, guys.
I'm not hating on Maldini, man. It's just not good enough. Now because I'm saying somebody's not good enough. It's not saying
he killed it against Spezia. He killed it. He's good.
Okay. You know what? I want to hear anyway from anyone. I want to hear from Eliano first, and Nathan after. Yeah, sure.
What's up?
What's up, man?
Yeah, I'm very conflicted with Theo Hernandez because on one hand, he's one of the most talented players probably in Europe, like talent-wise. Certainly one of the most talented players on our team. But defensively, I have a very big problem with him. I just don't think I don't even think he's an above-average defender, personally. I think he's out of position way too often. And then offensively, obviously, very high ceiling. But I'm really sick of him going out and looking for a foul every single time he runs. His strategy is to take the ball from the left, go up the middle, and then usually he'll make a great pass. But if he doesn't make a great pass, he spends like 5-10 seconds on the ground crying like a baby for something that usually isn't a foul. And for me, someone that wants to be the best left back in the world, like someone that's learning from Maldini, if you're a defender, you need to play like a strong guy, right? Like you can't play like you're looking for a foul and crying for 5 seconds every time it's not there. So personally, I kind of agree. I actually agree. Like if it were up to me, I would honestly start thinking about making him more of like a left winger or a left wing back, because I just don't think defensively he has the quality to be it. Like I don't think he's going to be, we talk about him as like the best left back in the world. He's not going to be the best left back in the world unless he drastically improves his defense.
And it drastically improves releasing the ball, playing with the team, and playing simple.
That too.
Second half, he played really simple. He played for the team, and we saw the result. That is important. First half, he was just keeping the ball, didn't know where to put the ball, just trying to dribble, get a foul, and bullshit like that. Not simple at all. That's why I'm like, if he's not in a day, I'm like, just go forward, and I put somebody in the defense, and I put Leao on the right. I mean, I want something. I want pace at a certain point of the game where you need a goal in the last 10 minutes. You need pace. You need crosses. You need energy. Nathan,
so sorry. Who do you put, like in the case of emergency of Balotore? If you wanna put Hernandez like up, who do you put at left back? I certainly not Kalulu because he hasn't played well there.
Technically, in the last 10 minutes, when you need a goal, and you have Balotore in the bench, you don't put Maldini or Bakayoko to try to create some chances. You just fucking put Theo Hernandez a bit more forward.
You bring Leao maybe as a striker because you need pace. You don't need a slow guy like Giroud. Listen, for example, the game against Roma. A simple example, no? You have Giroud that balls are coming to him and doesn't know what to do with these balls. He's alone. If you put Leao in that position, every counter attack is gonna be dangerous because he has the pace. You just put the ball in the space, and he's gonna go there. And you have Hernandez on the left and Selemacher on the right, and Balotelli defensively. The last 20 minutes, you create a lot of chances. You become dangerous because there is a lot of space, and every ball they go through is dangerous. That is in emergency when you have a player.
But is Pioli willing to do that? I don't think so. He always brings on Krunic, Maldini, these guys, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. Not saying Maldini is shit, but you can see his impact is zero at the moment whenever he comes in. That's just the harsh reality.
Yeah, that's all my whole point. I prefer to have an experienced player that's been playing for 2 years, like Theo, a bit more forward than actually, or even putting another central back. So you play with 3 and allow Theo to push a bit more. So Leao is tired. He doesn't have any energy anymore. Just put a fucking here in the middle and allow Theo and Kalulu to push a bit more on the wings. Because you need to cross the ball, create chances, and get a foul, a corner, and something like that. But don't put Maldini or Pellegrini or whatever these players are there are good for a Spezia game, for whatever, for Verona. Casti can be good for a Verona game, not in a Champions League game. Just bring your best players a bit more forward. If you're in an emergency moment, don't put shit players.
And that's what pissed me off. Like at the moment where we took our attacking players, we became zero. All we did was just passing around the back with no clue, and then send a long ball, hoping that Ibra would control it and make a good play. If we see that, I'm surprised that Pioli doesn't. You know, this is like crystal clear stuff.
No, Pioli is following this channel, so he's gonna do it in the next games, guys. I bet you. He's following this channel, so you're gonna see that happening. It's pretty soon. Nathan, I want to hear your opinion, and Isa as well, and we close the live about this. I think it's a good moment.
Yeah, I agree, honestly. Well, at first I wanted just to take Giroud off, but honestly, we should have just switched to a 3-5-2 because you don't need 4 defenders when you need a goal. You need 3, and then you need the midfielders, 4 or 5 midfielders, and then at least 2 to 3 forwards when you really, really need a goal. You don't continue with 1 forward because you're not goal. But yeah, I think the right thing to do would have been to move Leao further up the field to forward, and then have Theo move out to the left, so that way you have a lot of speed and tricky players to cause problems. I think it would have been more beneficial to do that than to Maldini and put him out on the left, because it literally just offered nothing in that moment in the game. So yeah, I agree. I would have definitely taken the chance to move Theo up and see what could happen. Because I would, like I said, I would rather lose the game and try to win than to play like how we were playing in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I definitely, as you said, Leao and Ibra as a striker together, 3 defenders, Theo and Kalulu going more up, because you have 3 defenders right now, pretty good actually, with a bit of pace, not slow, and they know how to deal with the ball, so they're almost like midfielders. Kier, Tomori, and Romagnoli, they know how to play with the ball. And just keep Kessie and Krunic in the middle, and you have what you need, basically, to create chances. Because Leao is going to be between the lines, asking for the ball. That's what he should do. And try to be dangerous with the best players you have, not putting players from the bench that are not good enough.
If you have
Yeah,
Rebic, Messias, that is different. But these
like
players
I
are not
thought,
good enough. That's it.
like I lost my mind. I'm not gonna lie, I completely lost my mind when I saw that Leao was coming out of the game. Like at that point, like I was already, not the biggest fan of Pioli, but I saw that Pioli was trying to do different things, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But when I see the dumb shit like this, no, that just reminds me to not get fully behind this guy because he continues to do stupid shit like this.
That was for sure one of the worst substitutions Pioli's ever made, probably at his time in Milan. Personally, I'm overall Pioli fan. Like, I don't know. That's a whole argument for another day, but I think people easily forget where we came from before him and the fact that we're I mean, guys, we have 10 wins in Serie A this year out of 11 games and a tie. Like, let's not forget 2 years ago where we were, even last year where we were. Like, I think overall happy with him, but it is pretty inexplicable. I think it was Larrett that said this earlier, but like obviously, if you're resting Leao for Inter, you do that in the 65th minute. In the last 5-10 minutes of the game, if for anything, just to do something dangerous on the left side, to draw a foul, to draw a free kick, which we saw he did in the game against Rome, like that's a point in the game where you need someone with some creativity. Because if you're a team with Pepe and all the experience that they have, and you see that we have Maldini, Salzmakers, Krunic up front, you can literally just sit back defensively, wait for one of them to make some sort of mistake. You never have to worry that there's a threat. Like, the only hope you have in these games is that you put pressure creativity-wise, and then you can draw a penalty at the end or something, like a free kick, something. We totally gave that opportunity up entirely. It was totally inexplicable, and to me, it really signaled that, like, I think they can say what they want to say, but I don't think I think they probably came into this game, like, from a management perspective, not being super invested in winning. Because if this was a game against Inter, let's say, there's no chance that like we're down 1-0 and they take Leao out with 5 minutes and put like a Krunic in an instance like that, which I don't necessarily disagree with. Like I'm very much in the camp of, it's like we need to make it to the Champions League a few years in a row before we put all our eggs in that basket. But again, that's a conversation for another day. But the fact of the matter is, you had 5 minutes left in the game. You have a chance to win. You can't get rid of your best offensive player. You just can't.
No. And he's a player that he can dribble. In the box, he can get a penalty. Just let him be in the box and ask the players to give him the ball in that position of the pitch with Ibra, a 1-2. Everything can happen in that 5 minutes. You need to keep him in the pitch. And you guys, as you said, you guys know how much I like Pioli as a manager. And that was a big mistake for me today. That was a big mistake. And if you think Leao is tired, just tell him to go close to Ibra and play with Ibra. Help Ibra in that middle part of the pitch. And ask Theo and Kalulu to push more on the wings. Play simple. Play like the Germans in the 70s. Start to cross that fucking ball on the box. Just start to play wide and cross the ball. Simple, because you need a goal. You don't need to create 5-6 chances. You just need to put pressure to the opposition. Roy, are you still there to close the live, my man?
I'm here. Yo, yeah, bro, we're gonna kill Inter, bro. There's nothing to be worried about. Milan is great. Milan is awesome. Nobody cared about this match. Nobody cares about this game. It was a shit game, pointless game. I wish it never happened. It didn't need to happen. It was absolutely pointless. What is important is the Scudetto race, because we have a star to win before Inter, which is way more important than the Champions League. That's my closing statement.
Good one. Rajon, do you want to say anything to close it? Let's everyone say the last opinion.
Not really. I just hope we win somehow versus Inter and fight for the Scudetto. But this game was super important. The game that we lost. That we
I agree with you.
Took a point, but in my mind, we lost.
Yeah, true. Nathan, you want to add anything? Nathan, you there? I think Nathan is not there. Eliano, do you want to say anything?
No, just I believe in this team. I think we have a legitimate chance to win the Scudetto, and I think we're gonna be very good in the next few years, and I think we're gonna be very competitive in the Champions League in the next few years. So I think we should all be very positive overall. It's a good time to be a Milan fan once again,
Well said.
finally, and let's just be happy about that.
Well said.
Yeah, well said, man. Great talk, man. Tune more often on the channel. And Lisa, you
Yeah,
want to say anything?
pretty much you guys covered it all. I agree with most of it. Let's hope we get the 3 points against Inter, because I hate losing to Inter more than anything. So let's get the 3 point and Forza Milan. Good luck.
Nathan, you want to add anything? Are you still there, my man? No, Nathan is gone, guys. He's like, well, I want to say the last thing. Manscaped, guys. 20% discount. That's it. This is the code ACM 1899 and
Oh,
Forza
I'm here.
Milan. Nathan, yeah, man.
Yeah, I hope the team can pick themselves up for the Derby, but also for the Champions League. I mean, technically, mathematically, we still have a chance. No matter how small that chance is, it's still a chance. So, I mean, they gotta go for it. I mean, Liverpool is probably going to beat Porto, and if we can somehow beat Atletico Madrid, then we're right back in it. And you just gotta hope that Porto can draw with Madrid, which I mean, the advantage over Madrid the first game. So you never know, but Milan they still need to go for it, even though it's almost
I agree
impossible.
with that.
They still
I
need
agree
to.
with that. I think it's a professional thing to do. I agree with that.
Yeah, and if we don't have injuries, we have enough players to still go for it. We still have players to play and to rotate. Put our 4 or 5 key players always in the pitch, and we can still rotate and still win against Atletico with some second choices which are not second choices. Rebic is not a second choice. I don't know, even Tonali, Benacer, or fucking KC Krunic in the midfield is not a bad option. You can still play a lot of players for that game and fight for it. Yeah, Forza Milan, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I still believe we can win the next one in Champions League. We have to win at least one on these 6 games, and I would love to kick out Atletico, of course, from the next group, the next part of the Champions League, because Porto deserves more than Atletico. And that's it. Forza Milan, and see you for the derby. And thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Bye. Ciao.